Hi everyone. So I'm back and I'm ready to share a few things about me. So this isn't my first video, but I'm making it my introduction video. So to start off, it's one fact, I'm a new mom. So it's definitely a little challenging sometimes to get on here and be able to do my makeup and hair and sit down and do a quiet video. So I'm gonna hop right into it with 40, it's some questions that I answer about me and then just a few fun facts. So thank you to everyone who did give me some questions that you wanted to know about me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and answer them. Now some of them I have to look down here, but we're just gonna get started. So the first question, these three questions are my favorites. Let's see, how has motherhood changed you? So that's a really great question. So motherhood, I would say, well, naturally, I'm like loving and nurturing and I like to teach and everything like that, and I'm pretty patient. So I would say that motherhood just made me appreciate little moments because I'm one of those people that sometimes I have like a hard time stopping to smell the flowers, especially when it comes to like success accomplishments. I'm like, okay, I did it, whoop, whoop, let's go. Okay, whoop, whoop, let's go. So now I notice the little things and kind of just take them in longer because as my daughter like learns to roll, it's not like okay, you roll, do something else. It's like oh, you're rolling and you can consistently do this. So it makes me more appreciative of the little things and the little successes and kind of staying in that moment of a smaller success. And what motivates me? What motivates me? I would honestly say just my community, my friends, my family, and the way that God shows up for me and myself also. So, you can hear a lot of motivation and encouragement, but if you don't get up and do something, you're not really motivated. So I motivate myself on top of all the encouragement I get and sometimes reflecting on that. So I would say that what motivates me is my family and community, just how much they love and support me. That motivates me. Like I'm motivated by love. And what are my strengths? So I have a lot of strengths, actually. I have a lot of weaknesses too, but I have a lot of strengths. So I would say my top three strengths are: one, I'm emotionally strong. Two, let's see, what's another strength? I would have to say, I am tenacious. So being tenacious is a strength of mine. I don't give up. And my third strength is love, because even when I feel like something might not be fair or whatever, like I don't give up on love, and we all know above all things love is the greatest. So love is my strength also. So I don't lose it. So it's really strong in me. What did I learn from success? So from success, I've learned to gauge what I consider to be successful, because I've learned in me thinking something successful and celebrating on my own and being very proud versus someone else thinking, oh, she's so successful. She said she did this, this, and this, and Stina's so successful. So I kind of learned from success what success to me actually meant. And what did I learn from failures? What I learned from failures is that I'm tenacious, and I learned how to be gentle and like patient with myself. So where if I had like a fail, I don't beat myself down to the point where I'm literally down and just completely defeated myself. So through my failures, I learned how to continue to encourage myself and not allow a failure to make me beat myself down. Let's see. Am I a tidy or a messy person? I'm a tidy person. And this is not just for the video. I'm actually very tidy. Now, I have my daughter. And then sometimes, like, you have your days where it's like, oh, I'm not going to clean up today because I have my little 10-minute tidy up, like, routine. So I can clean everything in, like, 10 minutes if I need to. But for the most part, direct answer, yeah, I'm tidy. I don't like a mess. What do my friends respect me for? So my friends respect me for letting them be them. So that's what a lot of them have said, that I'm just myself. Like, what you see is what you get. Like, sure, it's layers, but the foundation of me and who I am, I don't have like a representative. So I'm just me, and I accept people being who they are. Now, it's certain things that I'm just like, no, I just can't mix with. But for the most part, my actual friends, I let them be them. We go through phases and stages together, and I never make them feel bad for being themselves. Do I have a special talent that surprises people? I would say actually, and it surprised me that people were surprised, but I'm really creative. So I can have a random word, sentence, idea, movie, show, whatever, and turn one thing into so many different things. Like, I'm really great at coming up with creative concepts, directions, and ideas. Like, I literally just come up with stuff. I dream of ideas, and it just comes to me from the smallest idea. I could watch a movie and create a whole outfit based off of my inspiration for the movie, or come up with an idea and a system. And I've actually done that in my profession, creating systems to help the companies that I work for to avoid errors and to make more money. Let's see. What does it mean to be a real woman? So to me, what it means to be a real woman, and that's a popular question that a lot of people, were saying, and rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, because it was a debate about, what is a real man and everything like that. So reading that question, I think of him. But what to me, being a real woman means just being yourself, because there's so many other women that you could try to mirror and idolize and be. So being a real woman to me is really being yourself. And of course, it's characteristics of a woman, like the essence of a woman. So just having a mix of that genuinely, and genuinely being yourself, is to me being a real woman. And what things do I really admire about other people? What I really admire about other people is how they can meet a perfect stranger and just grow with this person, and they're able to, how can I say this, like, grow with somebody that you don't know and like trust. So I like how other people can trust people that they don't know, because it took a lot for me to learn how to trust people and things like that. But I do admire that about other people, being able to trust and venture out and connect. What did I fear when I was younger? Oh my God, I feared a few things actually, but I would say my top fear was clowns. I do not like clowns. Well, I didn't. Now, I don't know. I haven't been like face to face with a clown. So I don't know if I would still feel a little uneasy, but I wasn't a fan of clowns. What do I wish I had achieved? What I wish I had achieved? I wish that I would have achieved my modeling career and lived in New York. But I loved California. I always wanted to go there. But I only did that because it's something like my grandma wanted to have, she wanted to live in New York. And so I wanted to position myself to be where she always wanted to be, so I could bring her there because I was there. So like, be her reason. But my grandma passed away. So, I just kind of went on a different direction. Honestly, the way that my life unfolded, I did do some modeling and things like that. But I'm actually happier, and I just feel more on the right path and aligned doing what I do now, or doing what I have done and what I do now. So, but I wish I would have achieved like some status within the modeling world, like outside of my city. What are 5 adjectives to describe you? Tenacious, adventurous, loving. I'm kind of funny. I know a lot of people say they're funny, but I'm kind of funny. And fashionable. What do I look for in friends? That's so easy. I look for loyalty, because everybody can, just mix and be with different people and all that. But I like loyal people that want to be in your life forever, and they're not going to change on you, and they're just loyal regardless. Like, you could go X amount of months not talk to this person, and it's not like any secret resentment or just like being a weirdo, and they're just true and genuine and like loyal no matter what, no matter where. So that's what I look for in friends. Who did I look up to growing up? I looked up to, honestly, it's gonna sound so like how Snoop said I like to thank me, but I more so looked up to who I wanted to be. Like I looked up to my future self that I was creating because I had this image of my life. I've always had this image of my life and the things that I wanted. So I looked up to my future in a way. So my future self, like where I knew I was going to go. And that actually kept me kind of grounded because when I went through phases and like people would say like, oh, she's a lost cause or talking bad about me, I'm like, no, because I'm going through a phase. I knew that. So I knew that me looking up to who I was going to be, like, would bring me there. And I did. I met myself. So I looked up to myself, and that helped me a lot. One of my favorite accomplishments, and these just go into fun facts now. So one of my favorite accomplishments is actually having a natural birth. So I'm one of those people that's like, oh yeah, nobody, me. I had a natural birth. Like, so I'm very happy. In 5 pushes. Just want to throw that in there. So I was very excited about that. That's an accomplishment. And I like outdoor activities, but I don't like to get dirty. I actually, one time in middle school, almost got kicked out of camp. They almost sent me home because I got my shoes dirty. And before we were going to eat in the caf, I went into the bathroom and washed them off in the sink of the bathroom. And they were like, oh, allegedly it's frowned upon to wash your sandals in the sink in the bathroom. So I just didn't want to be dirty. I had fun playing with y'all, but it was going to be dirty. So yeah, whatever. Let's see. And okay, so another fact is my parents actually didn't choose what high school I went to. After I graduated from middle school, I decided everywhere that I would go, like education wise, on my own. And my hometown is Detroit, Michigan. So I'm from Detroit, 313. And I enjoy going on walks because that's how I actually lost weight when I was younger and met some really great friends. So I enjoy walks. And I had a dog. Now, I watched this comedy series, and his name is Michael Jr. And he was talking about, like, dogs, like the dog names and stuff. So they're like, you kind of know if the dog is black or whatever by his name. Like, most black dogs have full names. I didn't know that. I just thought he was family, so I gave him a full name. So his name was Blue Scott Johnson. It's a proper name. I don't think it's crazy. I think it's proper. It fit him. Let's see. And my favorite thing to do in my spare time, I actually like to shop and run errands. And sometimes I secretly like to do boring stuff. Like, well, my mom called it boring. I don't care. Because I do so much, like, with my adventures that sometimes I just need that mondoon, like, boring, like, okay. And then just chill. But I like to clean up. I actually like to clean for fun. Just have it nice around me, like smelling good. And buying cleaning supplies. I don't know. Maybe that's like a mashup of me just liking to shop, but some things I like to do. And I'm actually 5'8", but I used to want to be 6 feet tall because of the whole modeling aspiration. Like I wanted to be tall, and I was always kind of like, when I was modeling, it was a few other like girls that were my height, but 70%, actually, yeah, probably 70%. Surprisingly, it was more people like my height and up, but 70% of the other girls are like 5'11" and up. So yeah, I was the little one. And my baby. And let's see. Oh, my mom did not buy my first car because she brought her first car. My favorite color is purple, rose gold, and actually caramel. And not just any purple, I actually like lavender or like lilac. Okay, so I double majored in high school. And let's see. I've lived in 3 different states. So I've lived in Kentucky, California, and now Texas. But like I said earlier, my hometown is Detroit, so I'm from Michigan. So I've lived in 3 other states. And I'm one of those people, I wake up in a good mood every morning. Now I'm not like the morning person that's gonna oh, hey, slapping high fives. No, but I'm just not like, oh, you woke me up, get out of my face. I'm not like that. And I love going on adventures and creating adventures. So that's something I just like to do. And then I don't drink Kool-Aid. I can never get with it. Like I've literally had people like, I know how to make the finest Kool-Aid. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it if you dissolve the sugar first and then add the Kool-Aid. I don't like it if it's just cold and all put together. I don't care how you finesse or finagle it. It's not for me. Let's see. And okay, I'm a jack of all trades, but I actually specialize in finance. So that was my career. And I was working to become a wealth manager, but I specialize in finance, but I'm still a jack of all trades, but that's my one specialty that I have. And my principal was the one, these kind of go together, but my principal, because at first I wanted to go into culinary arts, so I took gourmet cooking classes. I used to go to food expos and make food. I've submitted videos to Emerald and different things, but I thought that my passion, I even had my own little company when I was younger. I thought my passion was cooking, but when I was taken out of my cooking class by my principal, I learned that finance was my thing. I actually really enjoyed learning about finance and then applying it and working in the field. And let's see, I don't like to yell. My voice sounds so crazy, like, I don't know, very ratchet when I yell. It's like I don't know how to describe it, but I don't like to yell. Let's see, I drove myself from California to Texas, and that was like the craziest drive of my life. Like, I'm still tired from that drive. I won't ever drive that far again. And all of my principals have actually been women in my life. I don't like scooped ice cream, and I lose interest in conversations like through text when it's all shorthand and just too many abbreviations for me to like figure out and try to calculate. Even though my brain can, decipher it, I just lose interest. I don't like that. I really don't. And the last one is, I think that was it actually. Oh, wow, so that's all about me. And I'll be 29 this year, so I'm in my last year of my 20s. And I actually feel really great. I'm not one of those people that's like dreading going into my 30s. So those are a few facts about me. At first they were 40. I'm sure it might be a little bit less, give or take. But that's fun facts about me. And I'll see you all in my next video.